Curbi and Mesto just dropped the new track Nostalgia, and in this video I'm gonna show you exactly how I made this remake. Just like in the last video where I made a remake, which was Rumble by Skrillex, Fred Again and Flowdan, this time I'm also providing a sample and preset pack for this remake. The only thing in this remake that comes directly from the original audio is this little fill right here. Except for that, everything else is Logic. So all the samples and all the layers that you can see here are all available in the free pack in the description. All you have to do is click on the very first link in the description, download the pack, then you can get all the samples, and I will go through them right now. First of all, and most importantly, we have the Nostalgia kick. I had to mess around a long time until I managed to create this kick, and I think it sounds very close to the original. It has a pretty long tail, it's a bit dirty, and also hits like a very low frequency, mainly in the mix, which is exactly how the original sounds. Then we got the claps. I got two claps, so one is clap 1, the other one is clap 2, because in the original track, you get this clap and you also get this clap, which is slightly pre-shifted. So these claps are just alternating. I don't know if they are alternating in the original, but I think they are. So kick and clap together sound like this. I also added a Nostalgia kick support noise sound, which is essentially just this. Quite simple sound that adds a lot of energy to the kick, and I would always recommend you guys to do this. So that's a pretty cool technique. You should probably check that out if you want to make your kicks hit harder, because you know, who doesn't want their kicks to hit harder? By the way, in this little section here, there's also this extra kick, this one, which is the same kick just with this EQ curve. So if you want to exactly remake this remake, then what you do is this. Then we also have the hat, and this is a really cool hat. This is a hat that Curbi uses a lot. So if you want to make a track like Curbi, I think if you add claps, kick and this thing together, I think you can get pretty close to a Curbi-like drum design. That's basically it for all the drums in this pack. I got this little drum roll, which also sounds really like Curbi. I also have this tom, which sometimes plays. So that's also in the pack, just a little percussion tom thing, nothing too special. I think it's called Nostalgia Perk Tom. Yes, that's what it's called. Then we get this noise shot. Next up, we got this chord right here. This thing. And last but not least, I guess the sample you've all been waiting for is this one, the chord stab Curbi G sharp minor. So that's also in the pack, Curbi stab, chord stab Curbi G sharp minor, that's what it's called. There we go. And so all the samples in the pack, if you place them correctly and put them in the mix properly, they sound like this. And then to that we have these 4 layers, which are all serum. I am first gonna go through obviously what you've been waiting for, the main bass sound of this track. It's called Nostalgia Main Bass, sounds like this. This is what the MIDI looks like. If I turn off all the effects, it sounds a little bit different and more aggressive and louder. That's where all the harshness comes from. But then when you EQ it like this, and then also put a multiband compressor on it, I'm using Pro MB, and make a curve that looks something like this with these settings, then you get exactly this result. On top of that, you put a little Valhalla room, which is essentially automated to do this thing right here. Right? Together with the main bass, we get the sub. It's called Nostalgia Sub. It's very basic but effective. Just a sub bass. And together. And in addition to that, we get the FM layer, this thing with a little low cut on it. Yeah, and that's it, together. And so that's for the bass sound. We have one more sound, which is the fun lead. It's this little thing. Also, again, a preset from the pack that's available for free in the description. This thing. Yeah, also I thought about making more samples because as you can hear in the original, there's this like but I decided against it because essentially I just wanted to show you the main sounds that you can also use for other productions. So if you want to make a Curbi-like track, you can use the kick definitely, the hat definitely, and the claps maybe. Right? You can definitely use this drum roll and this chord, right? And this little percussion thing. Always useful. This little noise shot is cool. But now if I started adding all these like little extra sounds that I can also hear but didn't decide to put into the remake, then I would be adding a lot of unnecessary sounds, and you don't want to download unnecessary sounds, I guess. That's kind of what this video is about. Thank you for watching. The pack is in the description as said. First link, click on it, fill out the fan gate, get it for free. And there's really nothing more I can say about this other than enjoy the samples, enjoy working with them. And one last time, here's my remake of Curbi's and Mesto's new collab, Nostalgia. Enjoy and see you in the next video. Bye bye.